Lucine, as part of your presence in the Delphi Economic Forum, you discussed and elaborated the major issue of illicit tobacco trade, which is a global issue and also relevant in Greece. So, what is your take on this, and in what ways can it be combated, both on a global level but also on a national level, since we are in Greece?
Thank you for the question. Let me first explain how big is the problem of illicit trade in tobacco. Per year, it's about $50 billion lost government revenues when it comes to tobacco trade. Coming closer to where we are today, coming to Greece, we speak about $600 million per year that the state budget doesn't get because of illegal trade in tobacco. So the problem is huge. And what is very important to understand that it's not only about tax revenues, lost tax revenues, it's about the opening the door to really serious criminality, criminal world, because the funds that criminals get from tobacco illicit trade, they go to fund even worse things like human trafficking, weapon smuggling, and this type of serious crimes. So it's a very, very big problem, unfortunately.
And to combat this problem, you have undertaken a number of initiatives, both also on a global level, but also related to Greece, and you have invested a lot of capital in order to address and to help local authorities address the problems. So, in what ways are you cooperating in our country, and what initiatives have you undertaken in Greece?
You're absolutely right. We, as a company, JTI, we're doing a lot in this area. And we're working here in Greece very closely with the law enforcement agencies. And Greece is one of the very good examples. I would say it can lead as an example because just in 2022, the level of illegal trade in tobacco in Greece was 30%, which is very big. Today, it's went down due to the combined efforts of the industry and the law enforcement agencies, and today it's 20%. And believe me, it's very difficult to reverse back this trend when the illicit trade goes down. It's extremely difficult. So it's really well done to the local authorities. And what we do as a company, we invest millions of dollars every year in combating illegal trade. We provide intelligence, data to the local authorities to help them in prosecuting the criminals. We also train law enforcement agencies, thousands agents, officers per year we train. We also provide reports to them. We work really shoulder to shoulder, and it brings very good results.
Another major issue in your industry is the intricate balance between regulation and also innovation. So, how can we find the sweet spot between actually empowering innovation but also having the appropriate regulation for the benefit of the customers, especially in terms of next generation products?
Regulation and innovation, they are not opposites. They are like dance partners, but it's very important for them to be in sync. Good regulation, it actually supports innovation in all industries, in all areas. But vice versa, if the regulation is too cautious and too restrictive, it leads to big problems. I can give you an example of Brazil. In 2019, in Brazil, there was a new law which banned all e-cigarettes, all electronic cigarettes, though they thought it would be a solution. But in reality, the consumers' demand stayed in the market. And what happened? In less than 5 years, the illegal trade rose by 600%. And what it means that regulation, instead of supporting innovation, just created a big criminal problem and opened a wider door to illicit trade. So what is very important for regulation to shape and support innovation, but not to freeze it and not to build any walls.
One possible solution to this problem is what OECD calls agile regulation. What is this solution and how can it be implemented in your field of expertise?
Actually, OECD agile regulation is exactly what we support and advocate for. It's about not freezing the norms, but adjusting, taking into account the development in the science, taking into account the development and consumer needs. And then it evolves together with innovation, and actually it helps, regulation helps innovation to flourish, but doesn't block it. So if everybody would follow this OECD regulation agile principles, it would be very helpful for overall innovation, not talking only about our sector.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.